those 76ers, they just could not hang with the Heat last night. They go down 129-101. Embiid had 21 points and only 6 rebounds, 2 assists. A blowout loss at home in Philly. Shannon, do you think this will cost Embiid that MVP award?
No, it just goes to show you every team that's won the championship has had a game like this at some point in time during the season, Skip. I mean, you go back, I'm sure there were games that Jordan them lost. Even in Jordan at his apex, lost by 20. And this was just one of those games. We saw, a week ago, Milwaukee got beat by 40. 41. And we saw Boston. Boston that got beat a couple of times this year by 20, 30 points. It just happens. No, Joel Embiid, based on the last month of the season, overtook Nikola Jokic and Skip, it's just basically been a two-man race. How Giannis is having a better year than he had in his MVP season, and they got the best record in all the NBA, and he just flying up under the radar. Ain't nobody even talking about Giannis. But Joel Embiid is 33.1, 55% shooting, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. He's the MVP, Skip. I mean, give him the award. Giannis, 31 points, 55% shooting, 9.5 rebounds, almost 6 assists. Sixers are locked into the 3rd seed to get the first-round matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. No, this did nothing because he had already won the award the night before. They just didn't bring him the trophy.
2 nights
ago.
Yeah.
He already had won the award. They just didn't deliver him his trophy yet.
Oh, I thought you were going to make a case that this tarnished or weakened.
No. Because every MVP has had a game where they shot, 6 of 20 and they lost. Or didn't play particularly well. Nah, it's a accumulation of all the games in the regular season. And I don't believe one game can tarnish an MVP season. Joel Embiid deserves to win this award based solely. Because it was always like it was him and Jokic and Giannis, basically from start to Jason Tatum worked his way up in there also. But it's Joel Embiid's award. And it would be a travesty if he didn't get this award.
Really? Travesty. Okay. Yeah. So I did first guess this. I started telling you back 1st of January. He is the MVP. I think he's making a case he's the best player on the planet. We're going to get deeper into this a little later in the show.
Right.
But as for last night, this was totally predictable to me. I did not love it for Philly's sake. I picked Philly before the year started to win the East, and I don't love these things happening, but they, to your point, do happen. Mm-hmm. This was wrong place, wrong time, because Miami had everything to play for. They are desperately fighting for their playoff lives as opposed to their play-in life that they don't want to have to suffer, just like LeBron is trying not to have to suffer having to play a couple of extra do-or-die games, maybe just one, but could be 2. So Joel comes out last night and only plays 30 minutes because he doesn't play a second in the 4th quarter, and he makes 9 of 13 shots. Well, you can't fault that. That's pretty great, right? And he does score 21 in 3 quarters. You can't really fault that. He's averaging up around 33.
33 points a game.
Okay, so would he, could he have scored 12 in the 4th quarter? Well, sure he could. Right. So the point is, when you make 9 of 13, it's not like you had an off night or a terrible night. It wasn't that bad. Tyrese Maxey, who is the spark plug of this team, did not play in this game because they're starting to rest up and try to heal up everybody for the playoff run. Mm-hmm. Then DeAnthony Melton, who I keep telling you, I love him, especially as a defender, he tweaked his calf and didn't play the second half. And Doc said he thinks it's okay, that it was just precautionary, but he didn't play in the second half. And then when Joel doesn't play in the 4th quarter, this is going to happen because Miami shot the lights out. Miami very quietly over the last 10 games has been leading the league in 3-point shooting. I don't know what's happened. They have taken off. Remember, a year ago right now, were they not a force in the East?
Yep.
And they're not different. They're still the same basketball team from a year ago, right?
Yep.
So last night, they made 18 threes. They shot 46% from 3. Well, if you're going to do that,
Skip, all you got to do, I don't look at Joel Embiid's 9 of 13. I just go a little further right and look at his free throw attempts.
Yeah, well,
2 of 4. I mean,
he just didn't get to the free
Joel
throw.
Embiid normally shoots 15 free throws a game. He's normally 13.
He averages 10.
Yeah, so
no, he averages 10 makes 10, 12 attempts. Right?
So
he's second only to Giannis in attempts.
Right.
Yes.
So Skip. No, but Doc said it was a very difficult game to have energy, honestly. He added, this was an exercise.
Yeah,
He's
an exercise. It's like a preseason game.
Right.
Yeah.
He probably thought after what Joel Embiid had done a couple of nights ago, he probably should have just, hey guys, sit this one out.
Okay. Well, and even though they were out there, they weren't really out there.
No.
Because nobody took it that seriously. Now, again, in the big picture, I covered like every game of the '98 Bulls. I'd have to go back and check it. I just don't remember them getting embarrassed by anybody. They actually, because of that guy, they're going to compete pretty hard every game. Now, they're going to lose some games, obviously, because they lost.
Sometimes, Skip, no matter how hard you compete, the ball just don't go in, and the other team just can't miss.
It's the one thing about basketball, and I don't know if it was actually Doc who said this first, but it's always attributed to him. It's a make or miss league.
Yes.
And if you make 18 threes, you got a really good chance of winning the basketball game.
Yes.
Well, they're hot. They're making them. Tyler Hero's out of his mind. Jimmy Butler's out of his mind. I don't know. They're still really good. They're still basically, what's not to like about the Heat except their record? They're 43-37, which is not what people thought they were going to be.
I agree.
Right?
Nope.
Okay. Are they dangerous? Yeah, they're dangerous.
You know what? They might not be dangerous in the regular season, but they become a very dangerous playoff team.
Well, there is this playoff Jimmy thing going on.
Yeah. If you go back and look at the Heat, Skip, they're always a tough out for anybody. Now, they're going to be in the play. They look like they're going to be in the play-in. They're the seventh right now. But man,
they need help.
Yeah.
But they need to win out, so they needed to win this game to even give themselves a prayer of getting in.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're going to have to do what your team's doing. They're going to have to beat they're going to be the 7, and they're going to have to beat the 8 or have a second shot at beating the winner of 9-10.
Right, because right now 8 is Atlanta.
Yeah. Okay.
And 9-10 is Toronto and Chicago.
Okay. They can beat Atlanta in a playoff. Are you serious? Do you remember what Miami did to Atlanta last year? Yeah, he was just cold as ice.
And DeJounte Murray?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's the best player on the team. No, he is. Come on.
There you go.
He is seriously the best player on the team.
Every once in a while, Acapella will show up. Clint Capella show up.
Acapella?
Yeah.
He kind of plays acapella.
Yeah, because sometimes I think he's just out there by. Sometimes I think he out there by himself. Like, what the hell you doing, bro?
That's true. Well, here we go.
You don't worry about that. All I know is your team lost by 30 with the MVP. But boy, let that have been LeBron James or Steph Curry.
So that's where we're going.
Ooh, boy, if that had been little Steph.
I would have said nothing.
You'd have dropped Steph out of the top 20 of historically great player. You already tried to get him out the top 10.
Well, all I know is he is definitely not in my top 10.
Oh, he in the top 10.
Yeah, especially after this year. How could you, seriously, how could you have Stephen Curry on your team and lose 30 times on the road? I know he hadn't played all those games.
He missed a bunch of games. Okay. But they was losing when he was in there. Skip, he's averaging 30 points, and he's on a 50, 40, 90 pace. 50% from the floor, 44% from the 3, and 91% from the free throw line.
And his team is barely clinging for dear life to the 6th seed.
I mean, you got to admit, he's the greatest 6'3" ball player ever. I mean, the man's 6'3".
Okay. I just question his clutchness because he's never been great in the fourth quarter, and he's had a whole bunch of disappearing acts in the fourth quarter this year.
I ain't gonna let you be blasphemous up here with Steph Curry. Steph Curry is a top 10 player.
No, he is not a
top 10
player. Some people are saying he's better than Magic or.
They're going too far. That's crossing the Rubicon. You know that.
Yes,
but I can't go that far now. Okay. I can't go that far. But he's top 10. Okay. Magic top 5.
Okay. Well, let's see how he does. He's going to be the 6th seed, so let's see.
They got Sacramento.
They got Sacramento. That'll be interesting. Okay. Well, they should
be Sacramento. It's going to be a bunch of points scored in the series.
Here we go.
Let's see if they can flip the switch at the right time, gentlemen. The Heat, meanwhile, they're on a back-to-back. They play the Wizards this evening. All right, sticking with the association when we come back, guys. The Suns' victory last night. Did it make them look more or less like a title contender? That's next.